The keyboard is a good friend of mankind. By issuing instructions to the computer through the keyboard, we can complete the tasks we want to do. When you are unhappy, you can play League of Legends, team up with friends to have fun, and enjoy the happiness brought by the actions on your hands. Once you don't perform well, you can use it as a venting tool. Today we will take a look at how keyboards are manufactured. First, we design the keyboard drawing on the computer. Of course, appearance is our basic requirement, and customization is our status symbol. Our first choice is a transparent keyboard, and then we prepare the entire acrylic sheet, divide the large acrylic sheet into small pieces, and use a machine to cut the keyboard to a similar size to obtain the required basic raw materials for the keyboard shell. Turn on the switch of the laser cutting machine, put the acrylic plate into the machine tool, and cut it accurately through CNC. The young man clicks on the computer to execute the command. The machine uses laser to precisely cut. First, it removes the main partition of the keyboard. The whole position is 10 minutes precise. This is the advantage of laser cutting. The edges are very smooth. There is no need to polish the keyboard cover. Continue to place the acrylic plate and start cutting the keycap layout. After a while, the keycap cover is completed, and it is cut according to the design drawings at different levels. I'll put the corresponding size. Then the key panel, keyboard frame, and base are cut out. A total of 8 acrylic panels are stacked and sewn into layers according to the design. The same panel is because the acrylic sheet is not thick enough, so the required height of the keyboard can be reached by stacking the layers. Assembled into a basic transparent drill hole, the frame also needs to be fixed. Next, punch holes in the acrylic, place the upper cover plate in the template line positioner, drill holes with a bench drill, mark the drilling positions, and drill holes. The holes in this step are relatively shallow, and the drill bit is relatively thin. Transfer the panel with the marked position and drill the holes with a medium drill bit. At this time, make sure that the panel is not open for the sake of the beauty of the finished product. Then the third pass begins. The company's drill bit is dipped in the drilling blade and drilled. Every step is carefully done. If the air gun still cannot be turned over, the attached waste material is blown off. The other panels are drilled using the same method, and the drill is passed to the next assembly line. Production line young lady found the necessary screws and drove them from the bottom of the keyboard case, as well as the keyboard, footpads, and other parts. The gloves are used to brush the mobile phone, so 2 holes were cut. At this point, the main body of the keyboard case is assembled and wrapped with foam film to absorb shock and buffer impacts to prevent damage and scratches during transportation. Next, assemble the keyboard shaft body to create a keyboard feel. The comfort level is mainly determined by the material of the shaft body, which is a secret of major keyboard manufacturers. Place the shaft base on the tray. The lens moving piece, torsion spring, and push rod have been installed in the base. Then apply lubricant to the base. Don't underestimate this step. This is also the key to increasing the touch feel. Details determine success or failure. Put a spring in the middle and apply lubricant to the shaft guide core. As for the upper shaft cover of the spring, it also needs to be coated with lubricant, and then click into a complete shaft body on the base to complete the removal of the shaft body. Pack into bags and send to customers together. Buyers need to assemble the keyboard themselves after receiving it. When it arrived in the hands of the buyer, he opened the package with excitement. Since it is a customized product, you still need to assemble it yourself. First, remove screw for and tear off the acrylic protective film. The shell will become more translucent. Take out several special large key balancing rods, install them into the immersed gold motherboard, cover the keycap positioning plate, press the shaft body onto the motherboard, and check whether there are any abnormalities in the shaft body installation. Then install the upper and lower covers and foot pads. Fasten the keyboard with screws, leaving the nut on the bottom. In order to better hide the screw, install the keycap next. The keycaps are completed by an injection molding factory using a 2-color injection molding process. There is no sewn wear and no flashing. You can add a few spare pairs according to your mood. The grey-green with white that I chose is also quite nice. The assembly process is quite decompressing, on par with pulling out keys. After installing the keyboard, I tested the feel. The crisp tapping sound was so nice and not loose at all. But it's not over yet. The customized transparent keyboard is just for the moment of plugging in. When the LED light on the motherboard lights up, the whole atmosphere immediately rises. I believe you would also like to have a keyboard like this. It is really cool and amazing. The transparent keyboard is so coveted.